Leadership isn't about control, it's about clarity. It's about aligning your team's purpose with real meaningful goals that drive real impact. Let me ask you this. Are your goals truly aligned with the outcomes you want? Or are they just a list of tasks that you hope to get through by the end of the week? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Mick Hunt. Today we're diving deep into a modern leadership concept known as leading by objectives, or LBOs. If you think LBOs is just about setting goals and moving on, think again. This is about creating clarity, driving focus, and making sure every action your team takes is moving the needle in the right direction. But first, let's talk about outcomes versus outputs. Too many leaders are stuck in the mindset of just tracking outputs, like how many calls were made, how many emails were sent, how many meetings were held. That's not leadership. That's micromanagement. Outputs are the what, but outcomes? Outcomes are the why. They're the real results that drive your business forward. When you focus on outcomes, you start shifting from did we complete this to did we achieve the desired impact. Let me give you a real example. Imagine a sales team with an objective to make 100 calls a week. That's output focused. But if the outcome you need is 5 new clients, those 100 calls mean nothing. They didn't lead to meaningful conversations. Instead, a better objective would be engage in 20 quality conversations that lead to 5 new client signings. See the difference? One is busy work, the other drives real, measurable progress. Now, here's where many leaders get it wrong. They set goals that are either too vague, like improved communication, or too granular, turning objectives into checklists. Worse, these goals are often disconnected from the organization's bigger mission, and it makes everyone feel like they're just checking off boxes. Let's take it up a notch. The right way to set objectives is by using the SMART framework: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. But don't stop there. Your goals must cascade from the top down, connecting every piece of the organization to everyone's daily actions. This creates alignment and a sense of purpose. When everyone knows what they're doing and why they're doing it, they get there quicker. And here's the real kicker. Involving your team in setting these objectives isn't just a nice to have, it's a must. When your team is involved, they're invested. They understand the impact of their work, and they're more committed to achieving the outcomes. It's about empowerment, not enforcement. Let's address some objections that you may face, both from within and from your team. Some leaders may think, well, isn't LBOs too rigid for a fast-moving environment? Or you may hear, how do we keep our objectives relevant when everything's changing? Well, here's the answer. LBOs isn't about rigidity. It's about flexibility within a clear framework. When done right, it allows for regular feedback loops and adjustments, keeping your objectives aligned with real-time needs and priorities. This isn't about locking people in a path. It's about giving them a roadmap that adapts as they move forward. And for the modern leader, here are 2 quick tips to make leading by objectives work within your organization. Number 1, start with impact in mind. Ask yourself, what does success truly look like? And from there, build your objectives backwards to ensure that every step is going where you want it to go. And number 2, create a feedback culture. These aren't just for tracking progress, but for discussing roadblocks, realigning goals, and ensuring that everyone feels that their work is meaningful and connected to the broader mission. Think of it like this. If your goal-setting process doesn't lead a team that's excited and driven by a shared vision, it's time to rethink your approach. And trust me, once you experience the power of alignment, there's no going back. So here's my challenge to you. Take a hard look at your current objectives. Are they aligned with meaningful outcomes, or are they disguised as outputs? Are they driving real impact, or are they just keeping your team busy? If they're not moving you closer to your mission, it's time to change the game. Leave a comment below with the biggest challenge that you're facing in aligning your team's objectives with your desired outcomes. I want to hear your thoughts, your struggles, and how we can tackle them together. And remember, your leadership isn't about doing more, it's about achieving more with less. Until next time, keep leading with clarity and purpose. And as always, I'm Mick Hunt. And doggone it, I approve this message.